Hey there, Mr. Johnson. It is Wednesday, February 1st. We finished a whole month and moved on to the next. So anyway, I'm sorry that you feel that way about Northern Virginia, and unfortunately, I can't really say that I sympathize. I have a lot of bad memories of Northern Virginia, to be honest. You see, we lived in Northern Virginia in the suburbs of DC, so most of my friends' parents were .com execs or government workers, and they led really stressful lives. And being a child, I really just kind of soaked up all of their mentalities. People worked late hours, people went on business trips, the traffic was really terrible. It seemed like half of my friends' parents were divorced or remarried just because that kind of job is not really sustainable for a family. I even had a close friend who was raised by an au pair because his single mother had this stressful job that didn't really provide enough time for him. And this was the way that everybody I knew was. It didn't really help that I went to a magnet school for most of elementary school where these kinds of people's children were drawn together because we all picked it up. So frankly, I'm glad that mom and dad recognized that problem and got the heck out of there and moved us to Tennessee where life was so much better. Because I really think that the atmosphere of Northern Virginia is the main reason that I have like stress and anxiety problems. It does suck to be this far from family because just like you, I really do like them, and I haven't really had the chance to be an adult with most of my parents' siblings, and they're really cool people. I really like talking to them. But I think at the end of the day, I'm more grateful that I actually got to have a dad for most of my life instead of not having him. And then to add to all of those kinds of negative feelings about Virginia, I also just have a problem where I tend to be distinctly focused on the present and the future, which is great on the one hand because it gives me aspirations and goals and the motivation to achieve them. But on the other hand, it makes it really hard for me to sympathize with emotions like nostalgia because I just don't spend that much time focusing on emotions like that. So this also makes me really terrible at keeping up relationships with people that don't live near me anymore. I honestly just forget to talk to people that I like and have been really good friends with because I just naturally pay more attention to what's going on right now. Which is why I'm glad that I still do keep in contact with people like you who remind me that I do need to talk to people that I like. I don't mean to be a bad friend, but I know that I still am one. So I don't really have a way to wrap this up, but I'm sorry that you're sad and I hope that you feel better. And yeah, please trim the puff. I know how hair like ours is when it gets long and it can't be comfortable for you to be keeping up that puff. So good luck with that, and Tim, I'll see you tomorrow.